So we did pretty good on Parque Fernando last week. We got 2 different albino red deer females, and I really wanted to just head out today and see if we can maybe get lucky enough to get a stag for the multi-mount. So whether it's a rare or a diamond, just something like that would be really cool. But the issue with Cuatro right now, like, I think a lot of it is pretty bugged. As far as I know, the ibex and the mouflon are still bugged, and I think roe deer might be. But we kind of talked about this on stream. I'm honestly not sure which stream it was, but it does feel like a lot of the populations got reset. Like, especially with my parque, I feel like there's a lot of animals that were there before the most recent update that just weren't after. So I feel like populations may be different, and I haven't really touched Cuatro at all since that update, so there could be something good just out here waiting. It's always useful when they decide to leave another random zone in the middle of nowhere. And maybe I should have waited longer, because these guys are just on the way in, it looks like. We'll see if there's maybe other stags with them somewhere, because I would imagine there would be. But starting with a little level 6 male, and I mean, whether populations got reset or not, ultimately I still want to like shoot a bunch of stags and start working towards respawns anyway, because we don't know when red deer true racks are going to come out. Maybe it's soon, maybe it's not. But I really do want to work on those multi-mounts, so anything we can get today for whether it's actually adding to the multi-mount or just making progress is going to be good. But there's a level 4, which, as far as like our whole respawn theory goes, don't think that's ever going to be a diamond, but you never know. It could respawn as a rare. Or I think there is some like small percentage of like animals that spawn out of the weight class, so I guess that could always be the one too. But actually, while we run up here, this is the first video I've recorded in over a week. I literally got back from Texas earlier today, and I hadn't played Call of the Wild in a while, so I thought we'd do this. I was actually thinking about the whole red deer thing on the way home, so this kind of just worked. But I do want to check this top right lake. This is, I would say, the most red deer on the map live at this top right lake for their drink time, so if there's respawn luck, this would be, I guess in theory, as far as numbers go, the most likely place we could get something. Okay, so we got a new zone. That's a big one. I think it's an 8. I can't spot him, but he's not a 9. But I really do think that just goes right along with this, the theory that more got reset than just the true rack species. Because I'm pretty sure I had that zone before. That dude is a big 7. And we're going to go ahead and take him out. But I gotta think that's the case then. Like, I'm sure I've had red deer in the zone before and spotted them. So the only explanation I have is that stuff did get reset. And like I said, I have not really touched Cuatro at all since the most recent update, so that should really have been unchanged. He's almost in the 8 range. Did I just hear? I thought I heard a wolf growl. Guess we'll just run with the gun out for a minute. But I was looking at the map. The rest of my zones, I think, around the lake are still there. But that was kind of what we noticed on, I think it was Parque Fernando. Just like certain zones that I used to have weren't there anymore. And that can be a thing, as far as I know, with like population resets when the devs do it. But I hear an angry wolf. I just don't know. There you are. What level are you? I think everything's reset, so yeah, it's a mythical. Close. I don't know how that got along, ow, but happy to shoot one of the non-broken species on this map, and we got more coming in. 38.2, you need 39, so he's close-ish. Any of you guys want to be a level 9? You're kind of biggish. What are you? 5? I think I missed as long as I tried to lead him a little bit. That might have been too far back. Shot all around him. Anyway, I don't know if it was just those 3. You done? Thank you. That's what it looks like. So, I mean, 2 potential respawn wolves. Again, just going with the whole theory that we've been running with for a while. Those guys are kind of crowded in there. I'll probably go back and get that. There's half a chance I forget. But, I think as long as you kill them now, the respawn should happen. And it didn't used to work that way. But, I believe that's the way it works now, because There used to be a thing where if you shot an animal and then didn't claim it, like if the game crashed or whatever, it would be back on your map, but it doesn't do that anymore, so I assume you get a fresh respawned animal. I don't know, but if I forget about that one, at least we killed it and at least it should respawn. Hope your bath's going well. What the heck? There's another good one. Yeah, I don't think that I had very many, like, big red deer along here, but to be honest, not surprising me to see stuff that wasn't there in the past. I'm quite convinced there was more of a reset than I thought what they said. Maybe I just didn't remember what they said was going to be reset properly. But that's going to get that guy, so the more big ones we get like that, the better. There can be chances of hopefully something good coming back in the future. I always love seeing that 210 to 240 on these guys' tracks as well, because Classic has the same max estimate. Wait a minute. I didn't know that was possible. This guy weighs less than the level 7 we shot, and he's an 8. I always thought it was very much weight-based. That's actually really interesting. Huh. Well, anyway. Classic has the same max estimate, and red deer have always been one of my favorite species in that game, and looking for those tracks up to 240 was always something that I kind of tried to focus on, so I like that, but that got interesting. I really didn't ever see that before as far as I know. Ooh, there's another. There's a big 7 again. Like, all these ones that are up to 240, I'm just really hopeful that we see something good, like, respawn out of that eventually. Wind is kind of not good, so he's attentive, and we're just in a bad spot. We're going to have to scoot up here a little bit. And actually, we can check the other shore here. Another roe deer zone, which I think they're bugged. Anything with true X, as far as I know, is. Small 7 over there, so we'll definitely go that way. We'll definitely go get the other 7. But I don't know. This is going to be a weird one just where he's at. He's actually walking into a better spot. That was a guess. We definitely hit him. Doesn't look like we hit him well. Maybe, though, with this new scoring system. Is he going to die from that? We're going to have to try to get a lung shot. Otherwise, we're not going to get this score. He's just running. I thought he would trot. But I wonder where I hit him. I must have got him in the vertebrae, which I guess makes sense. There's another big 7 over there, though. Like, there's so many solid red deer here. I should look again how far that is, but I'm thinking it's a good bit over 300. We'll see if we can drop that into a lung. Maybe. I think we did. The other 7 spooked. We definitely want the one that goes up to 240 anyways, so if the smaller one comes back by the time we go and get this other one we shot, then we'll get him too, but otherwise, I'm not as worried about that one. But I do want to see, because I rushed that shot just because I didn't want to have to wait longer, and yeah, was too far forward and got him in the vertebrae anyway. But he is another, like, fringe one. Another, like, half a kilo. Apparently he could have been mythical, because somewhere in the 217s, that other one made it to level 8. But let's actually see, because I'm curious where we hit this one and how far away it was. 361. Just barely into the right lung, like, much further forward. With the amount of penetration we got, we weren't going to get it, but is he? I think he's lower weight and higher trophy rating. It's really interesting, like, actually paying attention to that stuff now. I like it. So, I didn't forget about the level 6. That one that we shot from, like, across the water. I just can't find him. What are you doing? I didn't even realize that was a pig. Might as well get that as a consolation prize, because I have no idea where the red deer went. It was a vital hit. His tracks looked like they were going to be fine, and then just nothing. But anyway, we talked about the whole thing. I'm hoping that's going to still get a respawn out of him. I don't know what happens, but that's kind of what I assume. And I would track that, but I don't know. Roe deer busted. I'm not going to put my time into it right now, but yeah, definitely this lake. I think we killed 3 or 4 at this lake that maybe can fit that respawn theory, so that's definitely one to go back to. So there's another one, like, rediscovered zone that I'm pretty sure I had before. Not a very impressive red deer, and looks like that's about the only thing over there worth shooting, but since he's there, we'll take him. And then I guess rabbits are actually another animal that we can look for, and that's one of the ones I don't have diamond on. I still need the southeastern, which I shot a huge level 5 of right when this update came out, and I didn't know they were broken, so that was kind of unfortunate. And then I need the European hare still, so I can look for those in some of these areas. But here's our 4, and I think I have one more lake that I definitely want to check, and then maybe one other one that I have a tent at, because I think the only diamond red deer I've killed on this map has been at this lake, so we have to check that. That wasn't my own map, that was multiplayer, but especially since things seem to have reset, there could be anything. So there's 2 stags. Honestly, neither one's that special, but I really don't remember ever having them drink over there. But I didn't get a zone that time, so I don't know. But we're gonna kill the 6, hopefully. I'm not too worried about the 4. We'll just come back for him another day, but we gotta run all the way back around there to get him. And yeah, obviously a silver. What even is gold for these guys? 168. I feel like that's changed maybe slightly, which might explain the things from earlier, because it's very near this area. He's the upper end of a level 6 as far as weight goes. And 8's like a good distance from gold, so it actually makes me wonder if that has been changed. But anyway, I want to check this spot, because this is where we were doing the recurve video. We had a lot of red deer down here, so I do want to see what's here. If we can just get him instead of waiting, because he's not a huge 7, he's the smaller end, but he does have the weight. God, that might have been too low. Maybe not? I think we got him. I felt like that hit really low, though. And it was Vital Blood, so we must have got him, but it has to be, like, the lower half of the lungs anyway, because it really looked like it hit him in the leg. Yeah, it was 368 meters. The lower half of the lung, yeah, something like that. The very bottom of the lung. But that gets us the vital bonus, so we'll take that. So I did actually go ahead and mount one of the bigger ones we killed, just because I did want to get a red deer multi-mount done, and it just helps me kind of figure out what I want to do with my lodge, just having placeholders. So we need the Flea State multi-mount, and I think I taxidermized that one by accident, but we want the 201 and just one of the albinos. And I think we're going to put it here just because I don't know that I've done the red deer multi-mount here, and I think that's going to look kind of cool. So obviously, we want to get an upgrade on the red deer, but for now, I think that still looks pretty good. And yeah, it just gives me an idea, like, I definitely want to hunt red deer and try to get this guy, like, replaced, because this is going to be a temporary, like, placeholder. But honestly, it still looks pretty good. The level 7 and above antlers honestly look great on the red deer, so anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.